Hello everybody and welcome back to another Let's Preview video. This one, similar to the last one, is a bit different than the usual fare of what I try to focus on for this series. This is a game that is not actually currently available at all, outside of a demo that is available on Steam, which I'll have a link to the Steam page down in the description. So this is, they don't actually, for some reason, have the name on the main menu screen, but it's Drop Command. This is a game that I came across a few weeks back after getting an email from one of the devs basically describing it as Mech Warrior meets Mountain Blade, which that piqued my interest because that seemed like it could be fun. So as mentioned, this game takes inspiration from, they specifically say Mech Warrior 2. Be honest, I've not played too many Mech Warrior games. The only ones I've played are Mech Warrior 5 and Mech Warrior 4 Mercenaries. And even the latter, I didn't play too much of, because I was more of a console gamer at the time when that came out, so I didn't play on PC too often outside of strategy games. As mentioned, also Mountain Blade it takes inspiration from, and then it also, their press kit describes taking inspiration from empire building games, 4X games like Stellaris or Birth of the Federation. The demo is not super long, but it's long enough that I think it gives you a little bit of taste of all three of those, so you can actually sort of see that, okay, yeah, no, it definitely takes those inspirations. As mentioned, game's not currently available outside of a demo, which is available on Steam. They are shooting for a 1.0 release in Q3 of 2026, but no exact date is available. And we don't have any retail pricing at this time, so we'll see what that ends up being. But I still generally enjoyed the game when I played the demo, so let's go ahead and hop into it and see how things are. So, the year is 2647. It has been 144 years since the Battle of New Bastion and the destruction of the Sol Centauri Gateway. Without the gateway, the Hyades star cluster is separated from Sol by a journey of over 200 years. The Hyades is on its own, and the Hyades is in turmoil. Hyades? I think it might be Hyades. Decades of expansion and Cold War between the major powers have led to crumbling infrastructure, mutual distrust, and instability. In this arena, a warrior will rise. I think they changed these. I think before they actually used the symbols instead of letters. I guess maybe some people got confused. Let's just go ahead and quickly make a character. This is literally just a portrait, doesn't have any sort of gameplay impact, at least not as far as I could tell in the demo. That'll work. Okay. One warrior looks upon the stars with thoughts of conquest. Building an empire will not be easy. Nothing in the Hyades ever is. We'll just stick with the default name, I think. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, give me 1 second. Need to adjust my mic because it felt a little bit too off-center for my liking. Life in the cluster is harrowing at the best of times. Your early life was shaped as much by circumstance as by personal experience. Your past is that of a... Let's go... I think I went with a nobleborn last time when I was just checking this out for myself. Let's go with a merchant. Living with a merchant family taught you how to haggle and barter for maximum effect. Your skill with words and people brought you many opportunities. As a young pilot, you gained experience as a... let's go with militiaman. As a member of the planetary militia, you honed your instincts to mitigate incoming damage. You have the most experience as a... yeah, let's it's a game that's inspired by Mech Warrior. We're gonna go with the Mech Pilot. Okay, so we got two options here. We can go with the Medusa B, which is what I went with, or the Dodo K. The Medusa, in theory, is a much better in terms of Alpha Strike, although admittedly I don't feel like I got much use out of that Alpha Strike. So let's go and check out with the Dodo K this time. An urgent missive has brought you back to your family holdings on Moon Belisarius, retiring. Your head of family has passed their lands and business assets to you. You have inherited the wealth of your family, including the deed to a... let's go with a... I want to go with a factory, I think. Okay, so we are starting off in the Centuria system on the moon, I believe it is, Belisarius. Yep, looks like it's a moon that's orbiting the... Is that a gas giant? I can't really tell. Let's go ahead and do a facility patrol here. The Dawn Nobility is attempting to seize control of our factory. Patrol the facility and remove any hostile elements. Let's go ahead and launch. Now, the game is developed on Unity for anybody who that would have any sort of impact on, because I know Unity, some people have issues, particularly with performance on that. Raise that volume a little bit for me. Okay, so we got the small ballistics. Now I just need to decide what I want. Ballistic pulse cannon. It doesn't seem like it's got a lot of ammo. I do kind of wish I actually got a listing here of how much ammo we have. Oh, okay, no, so that uses 6 ammo and it's got 120. Okay. Not too bad. That should be decent. I feel like realistically I'm probably going to be doing more brawling than sniping, generally speaking, so I think a high burst fire weapon up close is better for me. I think I might do a large laser. Actually, I'm going to do an EEC. Just because of the range. Because these don't have a lot of range right now, only 400. So yeah, that's fine. Enhanced engine. I don't think I really need an enhanced engine, in all honesty. Got a heat capacity of 20. How much does this put out? 4. So I got 5 shots of that before I hit heat capacity, and this does have a recharge time of 0.33 seconds, and I get rid of heat at a rate of 0.6 per second. So, okay. I get 5, maybe 6, just depends a little bit on exactly how quickly I'm firing before I would hit heat capacity. So that's a heat sink for efficiency. I don't really think I need the speed, in all honesty. I'm gonna go for the extra capacitor.
Refit completed. Core online. Computer.
Repeat of power on.
All
Now they want me to
operational.
move to Alpha, wherever that is. Over here. Right button changes our group. Middle mouse, or not middle mouse, but left mouse fires. Scroll wheel zooms in and out. Because I didn't take the enhanced battle computer, or whatever it was called, I don't have... Does that... Oh, that does give me the range. Okay, so I can actually use this. Perfect.
Mission objective achieved.
I didn't pay attention down there that it actually gives me the... Oop. Let me go to beta now. Where's beta? Over there. As I was saying at first, I didn't take the enhanced battle computer, so we only get a 2x zoom, which I think is fine, because at least personally, I never really felt like I needed more than 2 for what I was dealing with.
Arriving at objectives completed. Mission successful. Extraction initiated.
Go ahead and end the mission. Our forces on Moon Belisarius maintaining control of the factory facilities, plus 10 to planetary stability, 63 salvage scrap, and 79 pilot experience. Wonderful. The aggressive actions of Dawn nobility continue or cannot be tolerated. We must capitalize on our advantage and wrest this planet from their control. Securing this starport facility will give us the mobility to strike anywhere. Okay. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to try to get us at least through to where we can kind of see all the elements of the game. We'll also see if we run into one thing that kind of annoyed me when I played this for myself initially. I had one mission, well, I'll describe it on the off chance we don't, but I had one mission where basically we dropped right on top of the enemies and I just got wrecked, pretty much. Because I was immediately swarmed by several different groups.
Computer online. All systems operational.
That's actually close enough that I can use this.
Tactical overlay online.
I don't recall this being a thing before, but I must not have been paying attention, evidently. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, I probably just didn't pay attention to this when this pop-up came up before. Okay, we got some stuff over here. And there's some of their mechs coming in. At least one. Okay, he's just a little moving around just a little too much for me to be able to. There's something off to my left there. I think it's a turret or something. Let's move into a position where I can hopefully engage this guy. Landed some hits. He's moving off towards the turrets for cover. I don't want to be engaged by the guard. Well, the guard tower wouldn't do anything to me, but the turret absolutely would. There we go. Oof. Quite a bit of damage to the central torso. Okay, we've secured that. We now have a drop ship with a promotion of availability to us. I don't know what increased fire rate actually means. But I think I'll take metal. I'd rather take less damage right now. Especially since I don't have the ability to do any... Oh, no, I can do recruitments. Okay. Okay, so that's infantry. Get a tiny little scout tank. I don't really care for that, in all honesty. I think I'd rather go for an actual mech. Let's go... And we'll go ahead and get a different version of our design here, the Dodo M. Do I have the money to get another thing? Okay, I could go and get the little scout tank. I think I'd rather save... Well, no, I don't think I'll be able to increase my maintenance at all during the demo. I don't think the scout tank is all that useful, in all honesty. What's its weaponry? Medium laser and a couple of infantry lasers. Yeah. Maybe? I don't think so, but maybe it could be. We're just not going to bother with it because I don't think it is, personally. Okay. Our informants have located the Dawn Nobility leader, Theory Combe. We must act immediately, take a small squad to assassinate their leader before they can relocate. Their attack on our facility will not go unanswered. That'll shoot up our planetary support by 40%. It's currently at 35. Okay, we can refit again, but I think we're going to keep what we have because I think it worked well enough. Well, I think I'll switch to a large laser. But that's the only change we're going to make.
Core online. Computer online. All systems operational. Tactical overlay online.
Okay, they're over here. Oh, I don't recall having that pop up before. What the hell was... Oh, okay. Just took some missiles to the face. Didn't mean to switch that.
Forces engage.
Just try to get in underneath them because it's a taller mech, so it's gonna have a harder time shooting something short like us. Okay. Leader of the Dawn Nobility. Their political leadership is now in disarray. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and annex the planet. Which I think this is the mission that I had some issues with when I initially played the demo. Okay, but looks like I'm not going to be dropped right on top of them. I do have some close by, but I can deal with those without too much hassle.
Computer.
I just need to immediately turn around to deal with this. There we go. A little too far away. Oh shoot. Okay. Okay, I was gonna try and deal with him real quick, but get rid of that tank. Ooh, oh, stand! I don't want to stand on top of you. Let me off.
Damage detected. Damage detected.
Ammo depleted already. That's no bueno. Didn't realize I was using those that much. Oh, there's something over here attacking my buddy. Get back here.
Mission objective achieved.
Okay. And now just deal with these guys.
Critical damage detected. Critical damage detected.
Don't just run right in front of me like that, buddy. That's how you get hurt. Okay, let's head over to Alpha so that we can knock out this mission. That went fairly smoothly, actually. Much smoother than I expected. Now, I recall there being a button to... F. I was trying to find that earlier. That way he didn't just go off and do his own stuff. Okay, with control of the planet secured, it is time to look to the future. Forging a star-spanning empire begins now. Will your fledgling faction rise to great glory or fall into the darkest corners of the galaxy? Sure, we're just gonna go with the generic name, Council Farley. That works for me. Okay, what do we want to do for our camouflage? I want something that kind of stands out. I'm kind of liking the Belisarius Bruisers, in all honesty. Yep, we'll stick with blue as our color. I kind of prefer that icon. Thank you very much. The moon Belisarius has been annexed and is now fully under our control. Our maintenance capacity is increased by 500. The Dawn Nobility political faction has been subjugated. Infrastructure not under our control has been raised. Okay, not a fan of that. Okay, and now a regular pilot. New camo unlocked. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That seems like a no-brainer in my opinion, because that's potentially another mech. That is in fact another mech, which is much better than it was for my first campaign. So now we get 3 mechs, and I could still afford to buy one of the little scout tanks if I wanted to. Okay, we got some pirate factions here. Oh, pirate base, I'm not a fan of that. I would like to go ahead and destroy that if at all possible. But I think first things first. Do we build a warehouse for extra maintenance capacity? Because more maintenance capacity means more mechs. We're gonna do it. Because it seems like a no-brainer. Now we get 4 mechs. Oh, okay, I can only take 5 or 4 in a squad. Okay, that's a shame. Got 1 sitting in storage. Well, that's fine. I'll survive. The only thing is that I would probably like to change your guys' loadouts a little bit. You all don't need to be the exact same in terms of loadout. Let's go ahead and open up the refit bay. Heavy unguided. No, how about you get some guided missiles, eh? And sure, small laser works for you. Now I can't leave this system. Well, can I? Don't think I can. Not as far as I can tell. Yeah, I don't think they let you leave this system, probably until you secure it fully. Unless I'm just oblivious. Might also just be, you know, demo limitations. But okay, let's go ahead and I think deal with these pirates. I think my 4 mechs should be able to take care of them without too much issue. And then once we've dealt with the pirates, we can move on to securing the rest of the system, or at least as much as it will let us during the demo. Because I think as soon as I secured a second planet is when the demo ended for me previously, although it has had some updates since I checked it out, so could be that they extended it. I don't know.
Core online. Computer online. All systems operational.
Okay, quite a few of these guys, and I'm gonna probably want to use... What are you shooting at? I don't know what they're shooting at. Almost seems like they're shooting at each other, if I'm completely honest. Did you get to 400 meters? Well, within 400 meters at least. To be able to... Okay, I think we're just kind of lobbing missiles at each other. I don't know what this thing was shooting at.
Hostile forces engaged.
Hello, whatever you are down there. Damn, this thing takes a beating. Don't shoot plasma at me, but... Oh, goddamn, that hurt. Oh, now we're a little too far away, so I'm not actually hitting it. Good lord, this thing takes a beating. Come on. There we go. Oh, okay, buddy. Don't get in front of me like that. The hell is this thing? Some sort of... I don't know what the hell this thing is. But I'm not a fan of it, whatever it is. Ah. Coming down that slope really messed with my aim there.
Hostile forces engaged.
You might want to get off the dish, dude. Ooh, what's that? I'm randomly smoking now all of a sudden. I don't know if I need to destroy these, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway, just to make sure. Nope. Apparently that missed somehow? I'm not quite sure how. That looked like it was dead on. Okay, and all that's left over here is a guard post and some other little greeblies, it looks like.
Primary objectives.
Okay, pirates are dealt with. Wonderful. And we got a new camo. Okay, you are my missile person. Ooh, max weapons range. Seems like that could be useful for a missile person, because then you get even more range. But let me just, you know, double check what's the range on these things. 50 to 550 meters. I mean, I feel like that should do it. Let's go ahead and check that out. Oh, doesn't read there, so I am not certain. Okay. That's a bit of a shame that it doesn't tell me there. Let's go and give you Sentinel, and I mean, I don't think any of these are super good in all honesty. Suppose taking less damage from missiles could be useful, but I don't think it's the most useful. Ooh, okay, that asteroid seems pretty nice. Stellar Gate, collect shipping tolls from fleets traveling between the stars, and also allows the construction of a refinery, so I'll need to tear down that vehicle factory, because I don't know what the hell they were thinking with that. Let's go ahead and establish a beach hold. Or beachhead, rather. Okay, they're for some reason also dropping in, which I feel is a bit weird because presumably this is their planet. I don't know why they would have to necessarily come down in a drop pod or a drop ship.
Core online. Computer
The dokie dokie.
all systems operational.
Is that the only thing? It looks like it's just what's over there. So let's go ahead, and that doesn't look particularly great on that design, in my opinion, that camo. I think that's an infantry. I wish I had guided missiles, personally. Ah, just missed. Did that not hit? I feel like that should have hit. They're shorter. I can't aim down enough. It's like a damn Russian tank. For some reason, we don't have any depression on these things. At least not nearly enough. Okay, move on to the next group over here, which that's another little speeder bike thingamajig. Oh, nope, that is an actual mech. Okay. You could target hard points. If I were to hit the right arm, he would not have his lasers.
Primary objectives completed. Mission successful. Extraction initiated.
We have successfully established a beachhead for further operations on Moon Boletus. It seems more like it's an asteroid than a moon. No, okay, no, I guess technically it does orbit the whatever this is, gas giant thing, whatever it is. I'm not sure. Uh, 315 Kelvin, good lord. Ooh, okay, we can... What kind of people we got living here? 70% Cambodian descent, 27% French descent, and 3% Irish. Okay. Interesting. New camo unlocked. Snow Commando. And we got some more promotions available. Anybody need to get up to 1.0 on anything? Nope. So let's increase your metal so you guys can take a bit more of a beating. I think that'll go a long way for y'all. So this gives minimal planetary support. If we go for resource raid. Similar thing with secure facility, interestingly. Annex territory gives a lot more. And I think I would want to take this over as soon as possible because I imagine a refinery would bring in a fair bit of change. Which I don't have any real way of checking that. But I imagine it would. So let's go ahead and annex territory. These guys are pretty weak, so we can just kind of steamroll them. And we can see all those fancy rare crystals down there that they're about to land like right on top of.
Core online.
Okay, we are basically right on top of each other. I'm not a big fan of that. Let's go ahead and get the high ground. We might not have great depression on our arms here. Well, I say arms, not really arms, but whatever. That's an infantry. That is an actual mech. Ah, no, don't move. Don't move. Makes it harder to kill you. That is another actual mech. With some sort of like flak, it seems like. Really, that didn't kill you instantly. I feel like that should probably killed you instantly. Okay, well, that was a nice and easy one. Probably helps that I have 3 mechs supporting me, which I did not have when I initially played this for myself. I had one other mech. It wasn't actually even a mech, it was a hover tank. Our territory annexation on Moon Bolitus was successful. Planetary support for cooperative time of forces has diminished. We are now at 52% support. We require more planetary support to be able to annex the planet. So let's go ahead and do another annex territory. Well, let me see. Do these do anything? Secure vehicle factory. No, none of them like drop their total CV. That's fine. Now we could engage in planetary support if we had money. We don't bring in a lot of money. We get 17 bucks a week. That's not a whole lot, if we're honest. What's the tax base here? Projected taxation on Bolitus is 9. 19 there. Rodus is 48. Okay. Yeah. Or Artorius. Artorius would bring in a lot more money. But it's a lot harder to crack considering it's got almost 11,000 CV. Bolitus with a refinery would probably bring in a lot more. Well, not a lot more, but it would bring in a lot more than what it does now. Let's go ahead and do another... just make sure I choose the right one. Yep, annex territory. And then after this, we should be able to annex this moon, as they call it. Again, I think it's more of an asteroid, personally.
Computer online. All
But you do you, game. You call it whatever you want. Okay, I think they have some sort of flying craft thing, which I'm not a big fan of. Oh yeah, they definitely do. And I don't have elevation. I don't have elevation. Attack my target. Missiles aren't going to really do a lot, buddy. Use your lasers. Yeah, the thing's too nimble for missiles. Oh, it's down one arm. Or, wing. Okay, good. You guys got it. Wonderful. Okay. Ooh, and I'm stepping all over my guys. Do we have actual tank or mechs? Nope. It seems like it's just tanks and then like one infantry. That missed because he was moving a little faster than I thought he was. What? Oh. No. I don't want to go down there. I don't want to go down there. Dude knocked me. Why do I seem to be not moving quite how I want to move? Okay, there we go. Sorted myself out now, finally. Oh, shoot, what's that? Infantry with some sort of like plasma thing. And I got a guy right under me that I kind of need you guys to deal with. Where is he? Oh.
objectives completed. Mission successful. Extraction.
For whatever reason, the targeting icon was well above him. Oh, pirate raid in place, or taking place on Belisarius. I could auto-resolve it. So garrison missions, field units from planetary garrison rather than using fleet forces. I could auto-resolve it. They have a 44% chance of winning. I don't think that's good enough, so we're going to go ahead and take command. I don't generally trust auto-resolve unless it's like 90%, and even then I don't trust it. Now, we're gonna get control of our normal mech or no? Because I do recall when I played this myself, I had one mission where I was just in a completely different mech than the one that I was normally piloting for some reason. And oh, good lord. Okay. Yep, that's what I was worried about. Okay. I'm, for some reason, being placed in charge of one of these little dinky scout tank things that you ride around in the sidecar. Or command from the sidecar. Okay, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. Good lord. It's terrible. What are they coming at us with? Because I sure as hell ain't doing anything. Actually, there we go. Thank you. Give me your stuff. Oh, don't shoot at me. What's with your ballistic cannon? Oh god, I'm stuck on top of him now. Aha! Oh shit, these are very short range unguided missiles. Holy crap. Oh god. Yeah, only main complaint I'll have about this game, when there's a lot of explosions, it really seems to struggle. I don't think my FPS actually goes down, but it does seem to struggle.
Component destroyed.
Ah, shit. Oh shit, they got a tank. That's not fun. I deal with the tank. No, 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 no. Target the tank, because I want to know what kind of damage we're doing to it. I need something with like actual freaking weapons, if you don't mind, the game. Okay, we're gonna go and play with the infantry.
Engaged.
What's kind of range do I got on this? 300. I don't think that did nearly as much as I would have wanted it to. Okay. Take care of that. Do I have a jump? I do. It's not particularly great. A little too short range for my liking. I kind of want to be flying if I could, because that seems like that could be fun.
Heat critical.
Okay, well, it seems like we're not allowed to fly. Also, this guy is way the hell out here. Okay, you're much closer to the actual target that we're trying to deal with. Ah, no. Forward. Forward.
Mission objective.
There we go.
achieved. Primary objectives complete.
Okay.
Mission successful. Extraction.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that mech that it had us in. Far too short range of unguided missiles, in my opinion. And they take way too long to reload, in my opinion. But okay, did that. We can now go ahead and annex this planet here. They seem to have gotten stronger in the meantime. I'm sure we'll be fine, though. They haven't really brought anything too dangerous, generally speaking. But like I had said during that mission, yeah, the only major performance issue I've generally noticed is that if you get hit in the face with missiles, even though my FPS doesn't seem to actually go down, at least not significantly, the game does seem to be very sluggish to respond at that point. Oh, we're going to be dropping right on top of them, or at least part of them. That's annoying, actually. Luckily, it seems like it's basically just turrets, so it's...
Online.
not too bad, but it is very annoying nonetheless. Hey, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Come on. Out of the way. You don't want to shoot the friendlies. What the hell is that thing? Dropship? Is it actually gonna drop something or no? Ah, I didn't want to keep moving. Hello there.
Orders received. Hostile forces engaged.
Didn't lead it enough. Try to save the ammo. I do kind of wish that you could hit stuff physically and it would do some damage there. As far as I can tell, that's not a thing. Or if it is, it doesn't do enough damage to be noticeable. Because like that infantry, yeah, no, I should be able to just kind of stomp on them. What's this over here? Okay, that's another infantry. Yep, I completely fluffed that. Stop flying around, buddy. It's harder to hit you in the air. Especially because you're so tiny. What do we got over here? It looks like they got some sort of flyer. And some infantry. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit the infantry from up here, if I'm completely honest, but, oh no, I can. I just need to aim a bit better. Oh, now I can't. Now he's too far under me. Okay. You guys, target him. Okay, there we go. I got him. Now go for the flyer. And then we'll go over to Alpha like they actually wanted me to, which I'm pretty sure I was like right next to it. An earlier point, I just wasn't paying any attention. Okay, and back up so that we can have the elevation. Ah, no. Stop moving so much. This should be the last enemy. That's fine that I'm out of.
Mission objective achieved.
Cannon ammo. Okay, not too much damage. Then, like I said, I believe that's the last enemy. Yes, it is. Okay. Everybody, return to formation. Let's go walk over to the building here and declare victory. What the hell is that? Like some sort of ship. but it's not in our colors, so I don't think it's ours. I know there was like a stellar gate or whatever they called it, but I don't think that'd be it. Doesn't really look like a gate to me. Really looks like some sort of ship. Okay, the moon Boletus has been annexed. It is now fully under our control. Our maintenance capacity is increased by 500. The cooperative time political faction has been subjugated. Infrastructure not under our control has been raised. Which means I need to pay money to get it. I'm not a fan of that. Or to get rid of it. Okay, yep, so yeah, they have not changed it. That's when the demo still ends. So thank you for playing the demo. You can continue exploring the solar system, but the wider star cluster awaits. In the full game, you'll expand your empire, conquer rival factions, and leave your mark on the galaxy. Oh no, okay, it does let me go a little bit further. Okay, that's good, that's good, very good. What does the refinery get me? Plus $25 and 50 resources produced. Which is used to manufacture units and whatnot, okay. Yeah, the refinery seems like the obvious thing to give. Oh, these actually have info on some of these. At least, well, yeah, that one does at least. Stellar Gate gateways rely on man-made wormhole technology to connect worlds across interstellar distances. Passing through a gate takes as much time as traversing the length of the physical gateway. The physical length of the wormhole necessarily grows with gate connection distance, so that connecting planets within a system is a simple task, while connecting star clusters is daunting, even for an empire with the economic power of the Sol Centauri Alliance. The gateway technology allows a journey the distance of many light years to be completed in only minutes. However, establishing a gateway requires construction of an entry gate and an exit gate. As such, the spread of humanity across the stars is limited by the speed of sublight interstellar ships to deliver exit gates. The vast gate connecting the Hyades star cluster to the Sol Centauri system spent 195 years in transit and was destroyed beyond repair in the famous Battle of New Bastion in the year 2503. And we got a person here with a light mech. Ooh, flamers, that's not fun. Presumably these should act the way you would expect them to do, and yep, they deliver heat, so if they keep it on you, you will overheat. So, gotta make sure they don't keep it on you. Okay, we got a bonus for ourselves here. I would not mind some extra range on my weapons. What are you using primarily, buddy? I'm going to switch you to Lancer and proficiency on missiles. Sure, leadership, even though you're not the leader. We'll just ignore that, I guess. Okay, so this does actually go a little bit longer. That is interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, because it didn't used to actually extend this far. Usually once you conquered that second planet is just when the demo just straight up ended when I played it before. So they've changed that a little bit, which I am a fan of. Okay, so we get an estimated $69 a month, or a week, rather. Could get a bit more if I got rid of that extra mech, because this guy's not doing anything at all. Presumably there's a way to get rid of him. I don't know what the option is, because I don't see an obvious, like, dismiss option. that's actually bringing in less projected money as in taxation than it was before, though it looks like that's probably in large part due to the planetary stability being as garbage as it is. Okay. Well, realistically, I think this does a pretty good job of showcasing the games, and we're already a little over an hour long, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. As mentioned, I'll have a link in the description down the description to the Steam page if you want to download the demo for yourself or add the game to your wish list. I'm definitely going to end up picking this game up when it comes out. Like I said, there's no exact release date, they're shooting for a 1.0 release sometime in Q3 of 2026, so this year. But beyond that, don't have any exact details on when that would be or pricing, so we'll see. But nonetheless, yeah, I'm definitely going to be picking this game up when it comes out, because what I played the demo, and also I do like that they've extended this, so if there's a save in here, I will probably be playing this a bit more for myself in the meantime. But yeah, what we can see, and this is actually a decent sized galaxy. Okay. And looks like it might have a bit more because we're not seeing the circles or anything over here, but we do have these points that jut out. Okay, yeah. And this is a decent sized galaxy. Yeah, I've always enjoyed games like Mountain Blade and whatnot, although admittedly Mountain Blade is also one of those games where at some point it becomes a bit tiring depending upon how the AI is. Luckily in this game it's a bit more like Stellaris, where you're actually in charge yourself, so you're not necessarily relying on the AI engaging in actions that you want. Because unfortunately a common complaint that I have with Mountain Blade, all of them, is that in a lot of the wars it feels like the AI doesn't actually want to fight the war, and so they just kind of run around each other as much as possible and nobody actually tries to take anything. I feel like it's a bit better in Bannerlord because of some changes they made to it, but it's still kind of bad in my opinion. Here, since you actually have control of the faction fully, I think that makes it a lot easier. But nonetheless, I will see you all in the next video. Until then, goodbye and farewell.